Wrong. There we go. Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you doing? Sam, welcome to the chat. And for anyone else who is also watching, hello and welcome. So we're just going to jump right into it, get some warming up done, and then I'm going to bash through all of these tunes and from the Sumeru region in Genshin Impact, the video game. And then the last song, I need to play it while listening to the recording. So we'll get that going as well. But yeah, I've had a very restful day. We discovered a new game called Chained Echoes. It was very recently released and it just came out on Xbox Game Pass. So we are playing it right now and it is amazing. Practically made by one person. They hired a composer from the States to do the music, and the music is amazing. And of course, has a ton of flute. So I've only really heard a few themes because I'm still at the beginning of the game, but I'm thinking I probably need to sit down and work out some of those tunes from Chained Echoes as well. So that is very exciting. Hey David, how are you doing? So if you guys want to share anything in the chat, especially if it is music or flute related, be my guest. We are here to celebrate you and we are here to just be present for you. I just kind of want to create a community where we can just be nerds together and have some fun and just relax, you know? So yeah, I'm going to get started and we'll see where this goes. Hello, Pandora. How are you doing? How are you doing this evening? So David. Oh, and hello, Michael. Hello. Wow, 5 hours of mahjong is a really long time. Hope you guys had fun. So much stuff has happened, positives and negatives, David. Just finished your AP language final. And you don't have to worry about the rest. Kind of worried about the grade. Ah, yes. I will say, what's done is done. Feel the nerves and then let it go. It is not worth your more, that is, of your mental energy. Hey, Marv. Good evening. And you got notice, David, that you made ALI, Northern Honor Band. What does ALI stand for? So very exciting, and you just had your last flute lesson, which is a mixed bag of feelings. I feel you. It's nice to take a break, but it's also kind of sad, right? Yeah, I feel you. But yeah, So, Sano, hello, welcome back. How are you doing? I feel like I saw you in a previous stream a while ago. All right. Um, I need to become a motivational speaker. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's ALL for the word all. Okay, got it. Is it Allstate, essentially? Allstate Northern Honor Band. Is that right? All Northern Band. Northern Honor Band, that is. I'm very flattered that you think I should become a motivational speaker, but I do want to, I guess, share how I prioritize things in my life, and I can just straight up tell you guys, like, constantly evaluating whether something is actually worth your mental energy is very liberating, and it is very freeing, and it just allows you to live your life, and it allows you to make mistakes, and it allows you to learn from those mistakes, kind of like Allstate, but just northern half of Cali. Oh, I guess that makes sense because California is like so big, like, okay, that's fantastic. Congratulations. Sano, you're always lurking. Well, thank you for joining the chat. I do appreciate it when you guys want to come out and say hi. I never want to pressure you guys to come out and say hi. I feel you. Okay, so let me get started with the Genshin Impact main theme. This is the login theme, so that's why I always start with it. But it also is a great way to kind of get me warmed up through all the registers. Very convenient. So I will get started with that. All right. Oh, Pandora, thank you. I am doing really great tonight. But do I know or have heard of any bands or orchestras where they are low key and just play for fun? You miss your old high school days and you would like to join a band again. So, Pandora, I believe what you are looking for are community orchestras and bands. That's the term for it. And so those are your low-key bands and orchestras. I will say that depending on the area and depending on the saturation of musicians in your area, you will have some community bands and orchestras that are more, high key than others. But that's the term you're looking for. So search up community bands and orchestras in your area and see what comes up. A lot of these community bands and orchestras, some of them don't even require auditions. Others of them require auditions, but not to get in the band. It's more just to know where to place you. So yeah, you know, pretty low stress. But that is the term you're looking for, is community band. Sano, thank you so much. All right. I'm trying to remember to swap between every single song, because I was noticing in the last couple of days, I think I get very condensation-y these days, especially because it is quite cold in this room. So, and then with me blowing warm air into this, it's anyway. So, but that gives me an opportunity to like chat with you guys in between, which is nice. Hello, Isak. Welcome back. Can I do a video on extended techniques? Well, my dear, do you know that I did a whole series of live streams on extended techniques sponsored by Hyperflute, whose author is also the maker of Woodify. If you have heard of Woodify, and that was done in this past fall. So what I suggest is you take a look at my Hyperflute sponsored streams. So most of them centered around me learning the Kargalert Caprice number 29 by memory. But there's like a 15 to 30 minute segment in each of the live streams, and they're all bookmarked. Okay, you don't have to watch the whole stream, but they're all bookmarked in there, and they cover a little bit of every part of the Hyperflute book, which, by the way, you can use my code Hyperflute for 5% off if you would like to purchase it. And you would also be supporting me if you want to. But yeah. So I have a lot of stuff for you to watch. Yeah. So if I may, yeah, have fun. Okay. It's like the first, how many live streams I think I did 8 of them. 8? Yes, 7 or 8 of them. I think it was something like that. But you'll see that they're all like in the middle there's a little sponsored section. So that's the part that you want to watch. Okay, let's play some more. Hi, Mackenza. Welcome, welcome. think what I want to improve there eventually is I do want to hold some of those notes out a little bit longer than what I'm doing. But yeah, not bad, not bad. All right. We have a theory question. So, how do you play 16th notes in 6/8 time? So, yes, David is right. So 6/8 is 6 beats, with each beat being an 8th note beat. Therefore, and it's grouped into 2 groups of 3/8 notes, right? Like that's why it's called a compound meter. So, in one big beat, like kind of like main beat of 6/8, there are 2 main beats of 6/8, basically the first beat and the 4th beat. So, where you would normally count 1 beat and then you would play 3 little 8th note beats in there, to do 16th notes, you would cram 6 notes into the span of 1 big beat. That is 2 16th notes per 8th, right? Yeah. So instead of kind of like in duple meters, you would normally see 4 16th notes grouped together. In 6/8 or any of those same compound meters where there are large groups of 3 notes, you will most often see 6 notes of 16ths grouped together. If there are 4 of them, then that means that you still have 1 little 8th note left, right? So, if you start at the beginning of the large beat, but you're only playing 4 16th notes, that means that you're playing like for 2/3 of the large beat. Does any of this make sense? It's really kind of hard to explain verbally. Yeah. So yeah, if you have a pair of 2 16 grace notes, so there's 4 of them, right? Yeah. So if you look at your music, there should at least be an 8th rest after them, or an 8th note. So something has to fill in the space of the last bit that's not there. However, if you have like a group of 4 16th notes, you're in 6/8, but there's like a special little bar above it with a 4 written in, and then a bar, a closing bracket, then that means that you are spreading 4 16th notes evenly over the span of 1 large beat. Yeah, does that make sense? So like it has to mathematically work out one way or another. So it has to be, you have to find when the next big beat comes down, right? Because it's like, are you starting with an eighth note or an eighth rest and then doing 4/16ths? Or are you starting with the 4/16ths and then going into an eighth or an eighth rest? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. If you would like to, Sam, if you're not already joined our Discord, type in !Discord into the chat and join the chat, join the Discord, that is. And if you take a little picture of like what you're looking at right now, and you can just post it to like the general thread or something like that, and ask people ask everyone else what like what they think, then that might clarify what your question or what the answer should be for your question. So a lot of people will be very, very happy to help. So we're all nerds here. So I hope my verbal and everyone else's written response helped you out. But if not, just join our Discord and ask there. Take a picture of it and ask there. Okay? Yeah, exactly. We are very, very happy to help out. So, yeah. second iteration. It's okay, we keep going. Okay, we're gonna go back. Okay. Okay, cool. Hi, Fathmas. I hope you're enjoying your virtual tea. Saturday night, hello, welcome. Welcome. Yes. So for David Kangaroo. I believe it was Sam who was asking about the whole difference between 3/4 and 6/8. So, Sam, yeah, there's a lot of really good theory videos out there if you wanted to go check that out. And thank you, David, for joining. I know autocorrect. You gotta love autocorrect. Autocorrect, makes things funnier. There were some pretty funny autocorrects in the chat from the Twitch side. One of them I screenshotted for myself. I have nowhere to post it because it's a little inappropriate. That might be an understatement. But it was completely like autocorrect, like, just typo. No one meant it. But it was very funny, and I can't post it because I'm aware of the fact that, with me being a flute content creator, I naturally will have a few kiddos watching me. I wouldn't say that I have a ton of kiddos watching me, but I have some. I would guess that most of the people watching me are older, actually, because I think especially my long form content, I think is more enjoyable for older audiences. But yeah. Yeah, leave autocorrect on for the lulz. It just adds some flavor and spice to what would otherwise be a very normal conversation, right? So, anyway, let's continue. Saturday, I think we can both answer Sam's question. So I'll go first. Well, I mean, I guess by the time you see this, I might have gone second. But I've been playing. I don't know. Let me just very quickly get my calculator out. I'm how old? Good Lord. I've been playing for 24 years. So that's me. Saturday, how about you? So you started at 10 or so, around 40 years ago, with some time off due to dumb life things. What we say over here in these streams is that life happens. Life happens. Things happen. And it just kind of is. Whatever. At the end of the day, what's really the most important is, your loved ones, your happiness, and your health. It's fantastic if the flute can contribute to those aspects of your life. But when life happens, and it's whatever. AB, thank you. Thank you. What do you want to talk about, my head joint sound? I do like it a lot. Yeah. Oh, Sam, you started last year, but you were starting on alto sax. That is very, very common, actually. There's a lot of saxophone and flute doublers out there. It's very, very common. And it will net you more gigs if you ever think about going professional. It will definitely net you more gigs. So, AB, thank you. Okay. Here we go. ask you guys, if you were to verbalize the difference between my head joint and sort of like an all metal flute head joint, like what would you guys say is the difference? Because like I'm vaguely aware that because of this head joint I sound a little different. Like it's a very unique sound. For me, what I like is that I can really get that more like wooden sound. There's like an edge to the sound that I can't really get to on a all metal flute. And I love it. Like I feel like it's like my signature sound, and that's the sound that I've been going for this whole time. Earthy, woody. Earthy is interesting. Heavenly, thank you. Earthy, that's, yeah, like it has like, I guess it's that edge that I'm talking about. There's more of like a it's not as rounded. You know what I mean? Yeah. Terrence, hello. How are you doing? Have I seen the flip head? I have. But I personally don't feel that I am a really good person to try it. I have seen it. It looks cool. It looks fantastic. But because I only play flutes and I don't double on the saxophone, I don't feel that I am like a good person to try that type of thing. I could try it for fun, but it wouldn't be a real review, you know? Almost reedy, but still very crisp. Yes. It almost reedy, but not quite, right? There's still that kind of airy fairy sound to it that it's like kind of characteristic of a flute. Crisp. That's a really okay. Like you guys are hearing that edge too then, because I'm hearing things like earthy, crisp. Yeah. Which means that there's a grounded there's like a more grounded sound to this head joint than most flute head joints, I would say. Yeah, more sharp articulation than most wood head joints. Yes, and that would be because of the riser. The riser is metal. So I could see, where that crispness is coming from. It's a very, very unique sound. And I personally really love it. It allows me to play like this type of music really easily, I don't have to like contort my mouth into any sort of way to make it sound the way that I want it to. So, yeah. I do have slight doubts as to how well this will blend in an orchestra, but I'm not playing in an orchestra right now, so it doesn't really matter to me. But I am glad that I kept my other head joint, so that if I need more of a sound that blends better with all metal flutes, then I have one, The riser is metal, but how does it sound like wood? I know. The lip plate can really make that much of a difference. Isn't that wild? Hi, Alexi. Welcome. Hello, Adrian. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. How are you all doing? Yeah. Yeah, definitely the flip head is more for doublers, because I'm not a doubler, so I'm like, I feel like if I ever like played it on camera for you guys, it would just be for fun, and I would have horrible embouchure. Like I don't play any other instruments besides anything in the flute family, So, yeah. Oh, Adrian! Wow, you got to try the Muramatsu PTP flute. Is the PTP, is that the platinum one? You now own it. Which one is the PTP? Let me look that up really quickly. Congratulations, Adrian. If we can get some congratulations in order in the chat for Adrian. That's fantastic. So Miramatsu PTP. That is the platinum. That's the one that I tried, right? Isn't it the platinum silver one? Platinum clad, right? Platinum clad flute. Piper Maid, I just responded to your comment on my last live stream, and I'm so glad you caught me here. That's fantastic. How are you doing? It's so nice to be able to talk to you. Yeah. Fantastic, Adrian. I hope you're really enjoying that Miramatsu. You know what, guys? Adrian is not the first person to tell me that they got the Miramatsu Platinum Clad because of my review. Am I allowed to say this? Okay, I won't say who it is, but there is a flutist out there that you guys know who told me that the flute that they own is also due to my reviews. And that is wildly flattering to me. But sounds like you're enjoying it. You tried it and you love it. Oh man, congratulations. Oh, fantastic. Okay, so let's continue. We have a battle theme to do, and then we have a song that we're going to be playing along with the recording, and then we will do my own rendition of it. So that's the plan for the next little bit. AB, thank you so much for saying that. I'm very lucky to have the flute center. I think I mentioned this before, but they will never tell anyone this because they're not ones to toot their own horn, especially about this type of stuff. But in the last year and a half that Hubs and I have been struggling with his skin condition, topical steroid withdrawal. The flute center just straight up, no questions asked, gave me space. They could tell that something was not quite right. And anytime that they called, I would be, scared that I'm like, oh no, I haven't put in my work because I've just been so overwhelmed, and life, right? As we were saying earlier in this stream, life happens. And each time they were just like, no, we're not calling about work. We're just trying to make sure you're okay. Are you okay? And how are things going? And, so yeah, they were there the entire time. So the truth is that I'm still catching up with all the things that I had promised them that I would do. But they have just been so insanely patient and just giving me the time and the space that I need. They know, because I told them pretty early on, they know that it's essentially a 2-year healing journey for John, and because of that, for me too. And they've just been so lovely, so I'm, if anything, I'm the lucky one to have them, because especially when you're in the industry of selling flutes, right? It's hard to find a company that will really see the human side of things when you are working with them, essentially to sell flutes. And for them to just sense it from the beginning, no questions asked, I am truly the lucky one. So yeah, the flute center will never say this to anyone, by the way. I know that I'm the only person who can say this. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. Nothing but support for the whole situation that we've been going through. Yeah, they're the real ones. They're very, very genuine, and they just know, at the heart of it, they're really there for the people, if you guys ever go to the flute center, Phil, the owner, he is really in it for the people. He truly is. He's a people person in and out, and so sweet, and he's just the real one, he and I have very large, very, very crazy similarities in that we are both very good at what we do, and we are both people. We're people persons, but we both, at the bottom of it, we both don't like to sell. We don't like to. But it's amazing when someone does find the flute that matches them, and that feeling of elation of having helped someone find the flute that matches them it's hard to describe. You feel like you made someone's world, and that's what he likes. We had a conversation about this privately, and he was saying that he was like, it's truly not about the money, it's the experience, so. Oh, Michael, no, don't worry about it. I just had never heard of Twitch the Celebrities, so yesterday, so it's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. yeah, so, okay. I am going to hook up my headphones and let me get this video going. Ah ha ha ha. Excellent. Okay. All right. Let's get this going. I can't stand it. I need to push my flute in all the way. Oh. Okay. Let's go back. I need to practice the first bit. Hi, Lucy. Okay. I see the sneaky retracted messages, and I just want to say hello. Let's see. All right, good night, Michael. Thank you for joining. Yeah, experiences last, money doesn't. Yep, Alexi, you could not say it better. That is absolutely true. Absolutely. Hello, Lucid, aka Sean. How are you doing this fine evening? You've wrapped up your 5-month flute shopping adventure. 5 months! Oh, but worth it, right? Worth it. It is mine. It is mine now. It is yours now, that is. Another person landing their dream flute. Congratulations are in order. So please, ! Congrats at Sean the Flutist. Do it up in the chat. Yeah. I think some of us in here don't know what flute you got. So if you don't mind, Sean, just putting in the chat all the deets, what flute you got. How do you get roles in Discord? I don't know. In fact, it's actually David, who was here earlier in the chat. David is the one who owns and runs the Discord. If you guys can believe it, I don't actually run my own Discord. I don't even own my own Discord. I know. Isn't that great? You guys actually own and run it yourselves. So you might want to poke David and see what he has to say about that and how to do that. Yeah. Yay. So Sean, I'm sure you're already typing it right now, but pop it in the chat. What flute did you get so we can all nerd out with you? Yay! Congrats. Okay, now for my rendition of this song. Hopefully it's even closer to the original today than it was yesterday. We shall see. never can figure out that part. All right. Not bad. There's still a few spots that I think I need to figure out even more over the next few days. I'm just going to check the Discord right now, look at flute shopping to see the deets on Lucid, aka Sean the flutist. Picture. There it is. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful. So Brandon Broger, mine's also Brandon Broger. 14K body. Interesting. Mine is 10K body. I don't know if they still do 10K now. Let's see. Silver mech. I also have silver mech and tone holes. I also have silver tone holes. Inline. Inline. I have the offset because I have small fingers. Split E. Ooh, I did not get split E. C sharp trill. Got that. D sharp roller. Got that. Modern Cooper cut. What did I say mine was again? Give me a second, guys. Yeah. Mine is also Modern Cooper. My original Brandon head joint. And Platinum Riser. Ooh, I did not have that. Ooh, wow. That's probably going to get you like a really nice zing to the sound, eh? It was a new build completed in September. Oh, that's mine too. Mine was a custom made for me. So no one else has played my flute before I owned it. Oh, we have siblings. We have flute siblings. That's so nice. Oh, that's great. Did you not actually want the split E? You bought it anyway. Piper Maid is asking, what do you do with a short pinky for A flat key? You can try a number of things. One is to try what's called the Rockstro grip. So if you look it up, ROCKSTRO, Rockstro grip. You can essentially turn your body out a bit, and what that does for small hands is it allows you to actually reach the keys. So that's probably the absolute cheapest way to go about it. Let me just add you here. So you can check out Rockstro grip. Rockstro grip is really good for people with small hands. So you can try that. And then the other thing that you can also consider if you want to drop some money on it is Brandon is known for their key extensions. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they have a G sharp key extension. I think they do. I think Sean here in the chat might be more familiar than me about that, but let me just look that up really quickly. Brandon key extensions. Yes, they have one for G sharp key. So you can try that, but they are pretty expensive. These key extensions are very expensive. But you can consider this. Very nice for people with small hands. In fact, designed for people with small hands. Yeah. So they do still make the 10K. Really? I hardly ever see 10K these days. I hardly ever. Usually you only see 14K these days. Really. Like, if you're to just kind of like pull gold flutes, off the shelf, they're mostly 14K. You don't actually see a lot of 10K these days. Which is really interesting. Yeah. Sam says, pray that you can reach the A flat key. Yes, and Sean is also correct. Any flute specialist can do a key extension for that. Exactly. So if you don't want to purchase one from Brandon, you can go to your local flute specialist technician. So generally you want to look for someone who's really experienced, and a great way to actually tell if someone is experienced is if they have what's called a what's it called? What are the fancy pads that flutes use again? I'm having such a brain fart right now. Sean, you know what I mean. I'm having the ultimate craziest brain fart right now. Straubinger, that's it. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Okay. So a great way to tell if a technician is like really, really specialized in the flute is if they have what's called Straubinger certification. So Straubinger is a flute maker, and he created like a patented, I believe it's patented version of flute pads that have to be installed with such precision, and you also have to like make sure that the tone holes that they are covering are also very precise, that you have to have a certification to even be able to essentially be licensed to install them. So any really, really high level flute technician will be Straubinger certified. So if you want to kind of take a look around to see who's local to you, who is Straubinger certified, they are definitely the people who would be able to fashion a key extension for you. And they, you could just show them, what's going on. And in fact, flute technicians and specialists will be very excited to do that type of thing for you, because it's not fixing it. They're adding things to it. And that tends to be pretty exciting for people. So you can definitely try that out, Piper Maid. Let's see. AB, the channel that all the lovely pictures are in is the hashtag flute shopping. Go check that out. Yeah. I would imagine that platinum riser definitely makes it sing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You love the color of the 10K AB? I do too. You see more of the copper in it. It's more pink than it is yellow. Like you can actually see, like if you guys were here IRL, here, let me go to how do I do this? Give me a second, guys. Let me put in a video source really quickly. There. If you guys look very closely, you guys should be able to see that my head joint is more yellow than my body. The body is more pink. It's more like orangey pink, whereas this is more yellow. It's because this is 14K and this is 10K. So yeah, my flute has a very unique color too as a result. So, oh, there. I hid the wrong thing. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yeah. Yep. AB knows Strappinger. Yep. Saturday night productivity mouse also knew. Hello, productivity mouse. How are you doing? See, we are all nerds here. Isn't it fantastic? I love being nerds with you guys. Strappinger crew. Most high-end techs are former flute makers. That is also true. Yes. Tony is asking, Tony, welcome. Tony is asking, what do Strappinger pads do? They are just insanely precise flute pads. They're insanely precise. It allows you to cover the holes, the tone holes, like to press down basically very lightly, and it will seal the whole way. So that's why higher end flutes have Strappinger pads on them, because it allows you to play extremely light. At least that is my understanding of it after speaking with Phil about it. Phil Unger. Yeah. Yep. Productivity mouse also noticing a better seal over your Haynes flute. Yep, they seal well and they're very responsive. Yep. Exactly. Like Strappinger pads actually also require that the tone holes are up to snuff to be able to be used with Strappinger pads. Like the thing with Strappinger pads is that it's not just the pad itself that needs to be perfect, the tone hole has to be perfect too. So if you were to install Strappinger pads on a regular flute that did not have Strappinger pads installed on it at first, you would actually have to shave down the tone holes so that they would be even enough to put Strappinger pads in the keys above them to seal them. Isn't that wild? Yeah. Ooh, Saturday. You got a really great tech near you. Used to work at Powell? Oh, that's fantastic. Yo, that's great. So 10K is about 40% gold, 30% copper. See, I noticed that if there's a lot of high copper content in, metal flutes, I play them very well. So I used to think that I was a gold player, but I'm actually more of a copper player. Isn't that weird? Yeah. There you go. Sean has punched out the numbers for the sealing tolerance is less than 0.0005 inch. That is the sealing tolerance of Strappinger pads. Like that's why you can play it with such like lightness and precision. So you don't have to like squeeze the keys, right? The lighter that you play it, the faster you can play. I know, same Saturday. I also want that copper alloy alto. I've never forgotten it since I tried it. Never forgotten it. I don't have the copper Trevor James. If ever I get my hands on it, I think I might be very tempted to buy it as my backup, because I think it would be the perfect backup flute for me. Absolutely the perfect backup flute. Cuz I can pretty much bet that I would play it very easily. Yeah. Michael, I'm not in the, it's enzyme, not enzyme. I don't know if that's a typo. But no, I'm not in the Enzyme Symphony anymore. It's been a few years that I haven't been in that symphony now. I just couldn't afford the time anymore, so that was really unfortunate. Yeah. They need to send you one to review, knowing they'll never get it back. Kind of like when they sent this to me. I was like, I couldn't let this out of my house. Like after I tried it, I was like, it's not leaving this house. It's not leaving this house without me being the owner of it. So, oh, you asked Trevor James if they're going to make the copper C flute in open G sharp, and they basically said never. It's probably because it's just is not worth it for their business, which is unfortunate. But if just so you guys know, if you throw enough money at someone, might. Yeah. You want a bass flute? Yeah. If ever I got a bass flute, I might just kind of get like a, just a silver plated one, because I think I wouldn't play it often enough to warrant a higher end version. All right, let's see. So I've been streaming for a little while. I think what I want to do is try out a bit of this next song. So I'm going to take a listen to it, and then let's figure out the key at least. But you guys can keep talking, all right? So we'll give it a listen while I swab. There. Ooh. Did you guys hear that echo? There's a second flutist. Good night, Michael. Oh, where's Mashapon Kichi? I don't know. It is pretty late on his side when I do these evening streams, so that might be it. Oh, was there a 14K monkey that was a close second at the end of your trial? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Because I feel like if you're a branded player, you might favor monkas too. All right. I'm just going to noodle around. Something like that. I think we're still in D major because I think it's the same flutist as the one that we were just working on. Okay. Okay, how's that go? Okay. Okay. First motif. Did I not swap? I thought I swapped. Oh. Oh, you're not telling me to swap. It's the autocorrect? Is it autocorrect? Yo, using a swan to swab. Look at you. Oh, no. I'm just kidding. Yes, these are great swabs. They work even better if you wash them every now and then. So actually, because I use them so often, I actually wash them every weekend. If you like pat dry or squeeze it dry with a towel, it will dry within like something like 12 to 16 hours. So you can use it again in your like next practice session. Yeah. Yeah. It's so expensive, but I use it so much that it is kind of worth it. Okay, let's hear the rest of this. Close, but. I think it does go to D. Okay. Oh, I figured it out. Okay. Okay. I think I added that last bit there.
it does go down as a chata. Finally got it. Did we learn the whole thing? And then I forgot.
um, hello, Sam's friend Lexi. Thank you so much for saying that I play beautifully. I'm just figuring out some tunes that I've been wanting to figure out for a long time. The multicolor head joint. Yeah, I really love this head joint. It really makes it really easy to like learn this stuff. So, okay, I think that is all I can hold in my head today. Wow, I streamed for a really long time. I did not stream that long. Okay. But we did what we wanted, and in fact, I did more than what I expected that I would do. So, we're going to do the same thing tomorrow. I think what I might do, I might need to start like maybe only doing some of the, like I might need to do a rotation of tunes, because this list is getting very long. We're at the 11th tune that we're doing from memory here, so that is where we're at. Inyakis GV, welcome to the chat. I am on my way out though. It is 9:49 p.m. where I am right now. What time is it where you are? Man, this, it's every melody in this freaking game is just so beautiful. So I just want to learn all of them. Like I want to be able to just like have mastery over all of the tunes, so I could just kind of like play whatever comes to my head. So, okay. I think I will take my leave because I'm very, 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 very late now to go and take a shower. Thank you all so much for watching. If you are down to do so, if you're in the chat, you've already subscribed. But for those of you who are lurking and would like to support what I do, please consider subscribing, liking this video, and commenting below, so we can kind of get the algorithm to recognize that these streams are a thing. And if you guys would like to support, you can become a member, or you can also even gift memberships to other people in the chat. It's not too expensive. It's about $3 for the first level. And I would really, really appreciate that. And that would allow me to stream even more. So if you guys want to, but yeah, it's 2:50 a.m. in Argentina. My goodness. You guys are watching really late into the night. Y'all are a bunch of night owls, aren't you? Anyway, I love y'all so very much. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. Victor, hello. I see you there. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I shall see you guys in the next stream. All right? Laters, everyone. Good night.